Hello, everyone. Chris here with Leeloo. Thanks so much for watching. Happy Wednesday, February 19th, 2025. Before we get started, be sure you check out the risk disclosure you see here on the screen. Um, Remember that trading futures is extremely risky, and know that everything we talk about is for educational purposes only. All right, sorry, guys. Had some echo coming up, so I want to be sure we're good to go. All right. Let me bring in audio's good. TX says audio's good. Let me bring in Elena. Elena, how you doing today?
Hi guys. I'm great. Hi everyone. Hi Chris.
Hey, good to see you. Happy Wednesday.
Thank you. Happy Wednesday to you too and everyone here.
Yeah, so excited. So I know we have flooded so many new traders, and so today's conversation is mainly going to be around Leeloo, new traders, any questions you may have. Maybe you're brand new, you don't know what the bundles are, you don't know the process. We would love to talk about that with you right now. And so please feel free to ask any questions related to Leeloo. And if we feel like it's appropriate that we can answer here, we'll do that for sure. Just know that any specific question, like very specific to your account, we may not be able to answer because there's a lot of follow up questions to that. So the best thing you can possibly do is email our support team, support@leelooTrading.com. LeelooTrading.com. So if it's a general question like, hey, what is the Leeloo bundle? What is an express? What is this? Or how does this typically work? We can answer that. If you ask us, hey, I have this account and this, like, account LL0124-002, and see, the problem with that is that we don't know if you have edge enhancers. We don't know what kind of account you have. There's a lot of follow up questions that we will have to ask, that if you just email our support team, when you email us, we can look up your account. And when we look up your account, we know exactly what you have, and we can answer your question tailored to you. But today's point is that we will be happy to go over everything. We'll go over the Ignite, the Leeloo Express, and everything. So let's get going. First, I want to say hi to everyone here. So Carlos, TX, Abdel, good to see you guys. Marcellus, good to see you. And TX says, how I hear Elena's voice when I get a support email response from her when I read the email. That's funny. That's good. I like it. So that, hey, by the way, that's very
Fine.
true. Like when I read a text message from like Elena or Miguel, Manuel or whoever, I read it like I can hear their voice. So that's funny. So, well, let me start with the basics. Okay. So, and Elena, feel free to jump in if I miss anything. Okay. So, first
Yeah.
of all right, everyone at Leeloo, um, there's a couple words. Let me back up. There's a couple words that we don't use at Leeloo. Okay. We're not a prop firm. All right. We don't fund traders. We don't put funded accounts. And if you, by the definition of funded meaning we grab money and we take one of your accounts and we put money in that account. Okay. Let me tell you the big picture of Leeloo, and let me draw it down into some specific accounts and answer those questions and address that. Uh, what we're here for. All right. Jody is the founder of Leeloo. When she started Leeloo, she was learning how to trade futures. And while she was in the process of learning, she read and ran into a lot of other people that she met in the process in trade rooms and discussion groups and all that, that were having a difficult time trading and learning how to trade, and they were losing a lot of money. Hey, Crystal, good to see you, by the way. And So she created Leeloo with the purpose of coming and having a place um, where you can actually practice, learn, while having the potential of earning and making some money. Okay. So, that being said, Leeloo has two phases. You have the practice phase, where we call it practice. It's not an evaluation where don't evaluate you. We let you practice. And while you are practicing, you have the chance of meeting certain requirements, like your profit target, without reaching your trailing drawdown. That gives you an opportunity to go into what we call our performance accounts. The performance accounts are still simulated. That means fake money. You're still trading paper money, but now you have the potential of meeting some benchmarks that potentially can give you some payouts based on your benchmarks. If we identify you as a good trader or someone that has the potential of being a really good trader, we will reach out to you. And this comes in different phases. This could be really early on, this could be later on. We may wait longer because maybe we see a potential in you, but we're not ready to pull the trigger. But once we see a potential in you, you will hear from us, and we will potentially offer you the opportunity to move into one of our elite programs, which offers multiple accounts that you can select from that best fits you, but with the goal of seeing you a little deeper, a little closer, so we can eventually start copy trading you. The ultimate goal is for Leeloo is to copy trade traders. So you still are simulated trading, you're still in a simulated account, but now we are connecting our real account that has money in it to your simulated account. We can connect it so when you take a trade on the NQ to go long, we're taking that same trade that you're taking. All right. And so that's the long term and how Leeloo is able to stay long term successful and partner with traders. Now, some traders are not built for Leeloo, meaning that while you're learning, your trading style may not fit our style. That's totally fine. So if we get to a point where you are, you know, showing your training skills that are not matching ours, we'll have a conversation. If you are one of ours, then great. If you're stuck in cycle of learning and practicing and practice accounts, that's okay too. That's the point of practices. You're practicing to see if this is the right thing for you, and maybe you notice that it's not, and maybe you decide to stop trading futures, and that's totally okay. So anyways, it's a great opportunity for a vast number of people. And so ultimately, the ultimate goal is to get you to a copy account. I know we have a question here. So let me read that real quick. Okay, so I got a question here from El Mahadi Anibar. Says, hello, I buy an Express account with $5 and I achieve the $6,000. I don't have the fee amount actually. Is there any chance that I trade the first month without fee? So that's a good question. We get questions like that all the time. And so the answer is no. But thank you for asking. So, but that leads me to how the accounts work. When you buy any of our practice accounts, and you can see we have several, we have foundation accounts. Those are typical monthly subscriptions for the most part. Ignore this two right here, but the 25K, 50K, 100, 150, 250, 300K, all those are monthly subscriptions. That means that every month you buy that account. We also have the bundles. Bundles are a one-time payment account, and I'll go over those a little deeper here in just a few minutes. And then we have the Leeloo entries, which is a phenomenal option for those with maybe a smaller budget, or maybe you're just getting started and there's no point of going into a bigger account. And then we have the weekly accounts. That's the accounts that pay out weekly once you qualify. The first thing you need to do is when you join Leeloo, is to pick an account that you want to trade. Okay. So, for example, Elena, do you have a favorite account you like? Do you like the bundles? Do you like the foundations? Do you like the LEs?
Yeah, definitely. For me, it's the bundles because like you get few like at this promotion we have right now, you get 10 practice accounts and you have 10 chances to qualify. So you can trade different strategies. You can different instruments to practice on those 10. And of course, you only will get one performance account, but you will get like 10 practice accounts. So that is perfect for me. Like that is really good option.
Awesome. Perfect. Yeah. So great point. So what Elena was talking about is the bundles is when you buy a bundle. So let's say I bought this 25K bundle right here, which by the way, it's on sale right now. But if I buy this, by default, you're going to get at least 3 accounts in a bundle. Now, right now, like Elena was saying, we got a promo for 10 accounts in a bundle. So if I buy this right now, I'm going to get, you're going to see on your screen, on your Rhythmic, and if you use whatever other trading platform, you'll see 10 accounts. Now, those 10 accounts belong to the same bundle. And what that means, like Elena was saying, is that look at it this way: you got 10 chances to qualify under one bundle. Now, only one account in the bundle can become a performance account. Once you meet the requirements for one, the other ones are no good anymore. So let's say that you take the first account, okay, and you trade that, and you meet the max drawdown, so you lose the account, the trailing drawdown. Okay, so you go to the second account, right, in the bundle, and then you trade that, and let's say you meet the trailing drawdown again, you fail. Now you go to the third one, and in the third one, let's say that you meet the profit target, you didn't touch the trailing drawdown, life is good. Then you need 10 trading days to complete, along with meeting the profit target and staying above the profit target without reaching the trailing drawdown to qualify. And at that point, you have met the requirements and you qualify. You don't need to do anything else. Now, we also offer edge enhancers, which we'll talk about those in a little bit, but I'm just talking about the default settings. The default is 10 trading days to qualify. Now, you can take longer. You don't have to do it in 10 days. It can take you longer. So, and Justin, I see there's a question, so I'll read that here in a minute. And it looks like a good question. So, Elena, if you want to read it real quick, and then just let me know if it's something we can answer real quick. And so anyway, so I'm just talking about the default settings. There are other options that you can do that I will go over in a little bit. So, but please keep asking questions. Great questions so far, and and again, if we can answer those, we'll answer those here. So, Justin, Johnston, Elena, we're good.
Yeah.
All right. So he says, is there any thought of opening more payout request dates other than the last Saturday of the month? This Friday is day 28 for me, and having to wait until March 7th to request a payout is just blows. Hey, Justin, thanks for asking. Yeah, listen, totally get it. Um, and Crystal, yes, I'll answer that question in a minute. So thanks for asking. So, Justin, um, right now, we have different accounts that do offer different opportunities. So, for example, if you were to buy the weekly account, you can request a payout every 10 trading days, Elena?
Uh, Sorry?
On the weekly, how often can you request a payout?
Yes, every 10 days.
Every 10 trading days, and then to the nearest Saturday. Then,
Yeah,
right
this
now,
Saturday.
our current promo, for example, is you can buy a 15 trading day edge enhancer. So after 15 trading days, you can request a payout to the nearest Saturday. So if you had that, you didn't have to wait until the end of March. Now, in your case, it looks like you do, and I'm sorry about that. Right now, we're looking, we're offering different products with different edge enhancers, Justin. Sometimes we offer the 10-day edge enhancer, 10 trading days. Right now, we're offering the 15 trading days. We have some other accounts that do have the weekly option as well, for even faster payouts. So it looks like if you didn't buy the Edge Enhancer on yours, so I don't know if you did or not. So this goes back to the question that you might have to email support. But if you did not, if you did buy the 15 trading days, that means that you can request the payout the following Saturday, maybe not this last Saturday. Now, for majority of the people, all right, the payouts are the last Saturday of the month, which is this upcoming Saturday. But for everybody else, um, sorry, so that's for and for anyone else that outside of those, you can request a payout on the next other Saturdays if you meet the requirements there. If you're never sure, you can always email support. Crystal says, Justin, let me know if I answered your question. I want to be sure I answer your question correctly and in full. So, Elena, did I miss anything on your end?
Nope,
Okay.
you explained it really well.
Okay, perfect. So Crystal says, Chris, you mentioned earlier the Express and the Ignite accounts. What's the difference? Great question. So there's quite a bit of a difference actually, Crystal. So let me tackle the Express. Okay. So the by the way, the Leeloo Express is available all the time. The Leeloo Ignite is not always available. It's a very special account that we offer. And when it's available, let me tell you, you should take advantage of it. So right now it's no longer available to my knowledge. We just pulled it out today. But if I see that there's a lot of people that want it back, I may bring it back for a day or two. So let me know, Krista, if you want to do that. But the Leeloo Express, the cool thing about this account, and it says it right here, and we need to update this number because it's higher now. But when you buy this account, you only have 14 days, which gives you about 10 trading days. So you have exactly, you got to be careful when you buy it, okay? Because you only have 14 days of data, that includes Saturday and Sunday, that gives you about 10 to 11 trading days. And you need 10 to 11 trading days to qualify unless you buy an edge enhancer, which the edge enhancer reduces the amount of days you need to qualify to no minimum days once you meet the profit target. So when you buy the Express, and let's say that you pay full price, if you pay full price, you pay $77. You have 10 trading days to trade. If you meet the profit target in 10 days, maybe sometimes 11 days, depends on when you buy it. Or if you buy the engine hazard, it doesn't matter about the days, but get sure you don't run out of time. You just don't want to run out of time. Then if you qualify, you get the $77 back. You don't get the taxes or all that back, only the $77 back. So you have qualified for free. So that at that point, you get $100,000 account, a performance account, investor account, and you then trade that, and you have the option to do a monthly payment or a one-time fee payment, depending on the age enhancer you bought or if you want to pay full price. So you get that $77 back. That's the Leeloo Express. The Ignite, if you go to support and support, knowledge base, and Ignite, if you go here, okay, the Ignite is really cool. And Elena, feel free to jump in if you are you familiar with the Ignite, Elena?
Yeah, of course. I prefer this one.
Okay.
Like,
Go
it,
ahead and explain it.
okay. Like for this one, it's like the same. It's account who expires after 20 calendar days. It has more trading day, like 15 trading days,
Yeah,
20
correct.
calendar. Also, it's good thing that you will start with 100K account, practice account, and you will once you qualify, you get the 150 performance account. So you practice with the 100 and you get 150. That's why I like it.
Yeah, that's a great. So one of the things that Elena is talking about here is that you only have to meet the profit target of the $100,000 account, but you get the $150,000 account benefits once you qualify. So the point of the qualification part is when you get the performance account, you have a larger trailing drawdown. So when trying to qualify, you only have a 3,000 trailing drawdown. But once you qualify on the performance account, you get a $5,000 trailing drawdown. So you get a wider net range. And remember, there's no profit target once you qualify. It's just meeting the requirements for a payout. So it's definitely a very great deal.
Definitely.
Anything else, Helena? Maybe we missed?
Uh, No, I think that's it. And yeah, I mentioned that it also expires after 20 calendar days. So also make sure to have like 15, at least 15 trading days in order to qualify.
Yep. So you
Yeah,
only get 15 actual trading days, 20 calendar days, because that includes the weekend. So you get a little more time than the other one. But again, if there's an edge enhancer available for no minimum days, you can buy that. So at that
exactly.
point, days is not an issue. You can qualify in as little as 1 day as soon as you meet the profit target. So great, good job on that, Elena. Thanks for explaining that, and great question, Crystal. Let me know if you have any other questions, and if you do, we'll be happy to answer those. El Mahari Anidar says, "For how long can I wait for me to pay the fee after passing the express?" Great question. We get this question a lot.
Yeah.
We made some changes to this, and so Elena, I don't know if you want to answer it.
Yes. Okay. There is no deadline about activation of the performance account. So whenever traders are ready, they can activate it. They just need to send email to us, and we will gladly send again the confirmation email, which for once traders qualify, they get a confirmation email with the activation link. So yeah, whenever you are ready, El Mehdi, you just need to write to us and we will get you ready for the activation of your performance account.
Yeah. So one clarification on that. So you're once you qualify, and qualify means you met the performance account. Sorry, the profit target and the trading days. Okay. Once you meet those, the following trading day, your account will get qualified. So that day, like if I trade right now and I meet the profit target, and let's say that I bought the minimum no trading days required, I don't qualify today. I have to wait until tomorrow because everything needs to settle. Once everything settles, Rhythmic sends us a message saying, "Hey, here's all the new data," and then our system will upload that data, and then we will know, "Oh, good, this is the people that qualify." We will confirm and double check everything, and then send you a confirmation email. That's the email that is, we call it a 3-step email. Okay. There's a link to that email. The link will take you to a page that has 3 steps that you need to complete. Part of that is signing the documents and paying the monthly subscription fee for the performance account or the one-time fee. So as long as you do not click that link, if you get that email and you're saying, you know what, I'm not ready to activate this, I want to wait a week, I want to wait 2 weeks, I want to wait 3 weeks, however long you want to wait, do not click the link. If you don't click the link, the timer will not start and it will work anytime, 3 weeks, 4 weeks later. If you do click the link, the timer starts and that link will expire after so many days. I think it's about the 10 days or so, maybe 7 days. No problem. Elena said, just like Elena said, is if you did click the link and just you're not ready to activate the account, don't worry about it. Don't email us. Just wait until you decide, okay, now I'm ready to activate it. Try to click the link again. If it doesn't work and it says expired or whatever, then please email our support team, and then we will reactivate that link for you. Then you can go back and reactivate that link, and then buy the account at that point, like Elena was talking about. So we'll be happy to help you with that. Did I miss anything, Elena?
No, thank you for the more clarification on that.
Yeah, no problem. So good point there. So Emma Hadi and Ivar, let me know if we answer your question correctly. Back to Justin. Justin says, no, the edge enhancer wasn't available when I purchased this account. I did grab an account under the sale and grabbed the 15-day payout edge enhancer. Awesome, Justin. Good to hear. And I'm glad you're on task there. So let us know if you have any other questions, Justin. Omar says, still having that problem with login failure in Rhythmic Pro. Okay, I'm glad you brought this up. I can't help you specifically, Omar. Let me see if I can do something. 1 second. Because I can't. I don't know what your problem is. I will need you to 1 second here. So you guys are not able to see my screen, and that's on purpose. I gotta hide a couple things here. See if I can do that. All right. So let me try that. Hold on a second. Okay, now. Okay, now you should be able to see my screen now. Okay, so let me go back to Omar. Omar, all right. So when you guys joined Leeloo and you buy an account for the first time, all right, you're gonna get what we call a welcome email. One of those emails that says the welcome email is gonna have your Rhythmic ID, your R Trader Pro ID. It's gonna have your ID is gonna be LL00 something. Okay, then it's gonna have your password as well. All right, that is what you're gonna use to log into R Trader Pro. All right, and then the first step is to download R Trader Pro. Get sure that it says Pro R Trader. Look at my screen. So if you guys are looking at my screen, it says R Trader Pro. Get sure you log in with the Pro. There's another one that says just R Trader. Don't use that. Okay, use R Trader Pro. And once you download it, go to your welcome email and be very careful, if especially for those who do copy and paste, to not include a space. 50% of the people that can log in is because they include a space. So you're better typing it, and it is case sensitive. So if you see a capital letter, it's a capital letter. Okay. Don't mix the O's with the zeros. All right. So you can definitely copy and paste. Just be careful with the spacing. So you would type in your user ID here. That's the LL0 whatever number. And then you would type in your password. Then what I want you to do is be sure that the market data is turned off. Okay. So I want just this to be filled in. Select System Rhythmic Paper Trading, Gateway Chicago, and be sure that market data is off. And then click Login. Once you log in for the first time, it's going to pop up some documents you have to read, sign, do all that. After that, you're good to go. If you're going to trade out of our Trader Pro and you're not going to use any other platform, then I need you to log out, then turn market data on, and type in your user ID and password down here as well, also with Rhythmic Paper Trading, and then log in like that. And then you'll be able to trade out of our Trader Pro. If you're going to use a third party platform to trade, for example, NinjaTrader, you do not have to turn, you can leave market data off, and you can always be logged into Rhythmic. Okay. You can be logged into our Trader Pro at the same time as your platform. So what you then need to do is go to your NinjaTrader platform, follow the instructions on how to log in there with your Leeloo password and login, and have those open at the same time. So you can always have our Trader Pro open, okay, with your other platform. And the reason you wanted to have it open is because it's the official numbers. Whatever our Trader Pro says, that's the official number. And so if you ever have to urgently close an order, you can exit a position out of our Trader Pro, even if your platform fails. Also, before you finish the day, always confirm that all your positions are done and out in our Trader Pro. You could have had an issue on your platform that they left a position open, but it shows 0 on your platform, but on our Trader Pro, you can see it open. So the king is our Trader Pro. So always check there. Now, if you cannot log in, I think was Omar. Please email our support team. Send us pictures. We want to see. Send us your welcome email. We want to see. Send us your user ID and your password, and take a screenshot of how you're logging in. We want to see that as well. If you send us that information, then we can try to log in to see if the problem is your password, your username for whatever reason. But if we can log in, that means that the problem is your end. And so we can try to see based on the picture you send us what the problem is. Anything I miss, Elena?
Yeah, that's about it. He needs like to send us a screenshot from the welcome email, and that helps a lot. Also, if he can maybe record a video or just a screenshot, it will be good.
Awesome. Perfect. Thank you, Elena. So please do that and we'll be happy to help you. Guys, also, I know that some people go to social media for support. Please, please listen, I'm begging you. You can't see me, but my hands are, I'm begging you. The best thing you can do is email our support team. Why? Well, who doesn't want to talk to Elena? Okay. Who doesn't want to
Yeah.
talk to Manuel? Right? So, who doesn't want to talk to Ronald? We have a full team ready for you guys. Okay. So, and you email us, we answer tickets based on the order it was received. So please don't email multiple times because that actually delays our response to you. Okay. So we will get to your email as soon as possible. Trust us, we are working around the clock to get and answer your emails as soon as we can. If there's a delay, it's not that we're not answering your email. Maybe we're asking follow-up questions. Maybe we're asking our team members something. Maybe Elena, for example, I'm gonna pick on Elena. Maybe Elena doesn't know the answer or it's not 100%. She's gonna check with the team to be sure you get the correct answer. Please do not go to social media to get answers because people may give you the wrong answer. And we don't provide support on social media. And the reason for that, because I get it, trust me, I want answers fast. But the reason we cannot provide support on social media is because we can't see what account you have. We don't know who you are. When you email us, we know exactly who you are. We know exactly where you are in the process. We know if you already signed the documents, if you're new, how many accounts you have, what accounts you bought, did you make a payment, is your pending, is what we already know all that. So that helps us tailor our response to you. Okay. So please email support@leelootrain.com. We're off during the night and most of the weekend, but please know that we always work as fast as we can and the best we can and how we know how. Anything else, Elena, you want to add to that?
Yeah, no, that's about it. It's true, like what you said. Like sometimes we need to ask like the team members, and of course sometimes we don't know everything. So yeah, you're right on that.
Yeah. So sometimes they have to ask me for questions and I can't respond right away. So just be patient with us. We'll get to you as soon as possible. So, and if there's any ever a delay on our end, okay. So let's say that you can't log in. All right. This is a good example. Let's say that you bought the Leeloo Express and you only have 14 days, which is 10 trading days. And you emailed us right away, right? Let's say you had a problem. You can't log in, whatever it is. Once we see that you emailed us, now it's on us. So let's say that it takes us 24 hours to respond, okay, for whatever reason. Let's say you emailed us on Monday and we don't get back to you on Tuesday. That's on us. So if we see that you need more time because we took too much time on our end, we will make it right and get sure you get the right account and enough trading days for that account, okay? But if you don't email us and you wait, that's on you, okay? So email us right away. Okay. Next question is Trade Live says, do you have any buffer threshold for payout, or is it just 30 trading days only to be eligible for payout? Okay. I'm not sure if I understand that question, Trade Live. So I think I know what you're asking, but I'm not 100% sure. So if you're asking what are the requirements for a payout, I'm going to go to support, knowledge base, and I'm going to go to the investor account here. And there's a table that tells you what account you have. So 3 contracts, A, contract 12, 15, 25, 30, or in other words, the 25K, 50K, 150, 100, 250, 150, 250, 300K. So for example, let's say that you have the 25K account. On the 25K account, let me see if I can zoom in here. I know it's a little blurry, so I apologize. Yeah, it's still a little unclear. Let me see if that was any better. No, it's not any better. But anyways, so on the 25K account, you need to have the required balance threshold of 26,000. That is really unclear. Sorry. Let's see if that's any better. 26,600. The minimum amount to request is 1,000. The max is 1,000. Okay. So that means that you need 27,600. After you request a payout, you need to have 26,600 left on the account. So the required balance threshold is what the balance needs to be after you requested the payout. And so everything's a little different for every account size here, okay? So if you take your time and you read through this gives you actually some examples. Let me go back to 100%. And it tells you everything you need to know about that. I'm going to put that on the link here for you guys. Also, I highly recommend to read this very carefully. especially right here. All right, we just want to be sure that everyone does what they're supposed to be doing. So please read that carefully and read that chart carefully. Okay, if you still have questions, let's see, Trade Live, please email our support team. We'll be more than happy to help you and guide you there, since I don't know exactly which account you have. So I want to be sure we don't miss anything. Elena, did I miss anything on that that you think I should have covered?
Yeah, well, the only exception is if he had, like, with his account, the edge enhancer to request a payout for
Um,
every 10 or 15 days. That would be the exception about the 30 days he's asking.
Yep. Yep. Good question. Yeah. So again, what I don't like answering very specific questions is because I don't know what account you have. I don't know what you bought,
Exactly.
right? And so that makes it a little tricky for me to know exactly, and I don't want to mislead you in any way. So the best thing for you to do is honestly is to email our support team, and then ask that question, and we can see what account you have. But by default, if you have a regular account, like
Mhm.
most people probably, then yes,
Yeah.
it's 30 trading days. If you bought an edge enhancer, it could be 10 or 15 trading days, depending on the account. Or if you bought a weekly, it's there every 10 trading days after that. Okay. So, Trey Live, let me know if I answered your question, if you have any follow ups on that. Crystal says, I saw you show the current sales that Leeloo is having, but I don't see anything on your website. I'm new to trading and heard from a friend about Leeloo. Crystal, first of all, let me be the first to officially welcome you to Leeloo. Thank you for being here. On behalf of the full team, we're so glad that you're part of our Leeloo community and family. And that brings us a lot of joy that you decided to trade with us. So thank you. Um, by the way, that's Elena, and my name is Chris. So
Hi.
welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
so
I'm
so we created a landing page, which I'll post that here on the chat. And this is, guys, when I tell you that you need to save this page and check it every day. If I were you guys, I would check it twice a day, because I'm not going to show you here. I want you to go check it out. We have a very, very great, phenomenal deal right below this. You guys can't see it, it's below that code. I'm not going to show it. So I suggest you go to this landing page right now, because there's a very, very good deal that is only available. It only mentioned on the landing page, it's not mentioned anywhere else. And so this page here is our sales page. And what we decided to do is, instead of posting things all over social media and all this stuff, is we want to make it easy for you. So if you save this page, and every morning and every day you go and check it, you can see what the current promos and sales are. All right. Anything that we're running is going to be here. Also, it gives us more freedom to put more details than just a little post on social media. So our social media is not going to have a lot of stuff about sales. Instead, and I want to thank Elena for her great job on this, is we're trying to guide you and lead you to our landing page here, which is very simple. It's go.leelutrading.com/sales. So please go here, and you will be able to see them there. Okay. So it tells you what accounts are on sale, the dates, the bundles. If there's multiple, maybe there's multiple sales going on, you can scroll all the way down. I'm not going to scroll all the way down because I don't want to show that other thing that we have going on, that I only want you guys to see it if you go to the website. So be sure you go and check it out there. So, Krista, hopefully I answered your question. And again, welcome to Leeloo. QQ says, what do you mean by per month or non recurring? Great question, QQ. I think you're talking about after you qualify. So, any account you buy, you have the option, once you qualify, to pay a monthly performance account fee, which is $88 a month for most accounts, or you can do a one time payment of $250 for live. And that means that you don't have a monthly recurring fee. So, and that's assuming you don't buy an edge enhancer. Now, there is an edge enhancer that sometimes is available that you can reduce the $250 one time fee down to $119. But that can change, and that's not always available. But that's what I was referring to, QQ. All right. Rocket has a question. Elena, do you see that question from Rocket? Do you mind reading that if you
Yep.
have it? Out loud so everybody can hear it.
I'm sorry. Do you want me to read out loud? Okay.
Yeah, please.
Sorry. Monday was President's Day and market closed early, causing trades held overnight. Do you use discretion in these situations?
Great question. So, it is always the trader's responsibility, just like it's my responsibility. So, for example, I have a real account with a broker, and if I leave a position open, my margin, and if I don't have the account balance in there, I may get a margin call. Okay, so it is the trader's responsibility to be sure they exit out of all positions and or meet all the requirements. So, for example, again, Rocket, if you have a practice account, the rule says that you can hold any amount of positions at the close of the market. If you have a performance account, you can only have up to 3 micros overnight or at the close of the market. And so the other thing to also note, regardless of whether it's a practice or performance account, is that if your trailing drawdown is not locked in, the market does move and adjusts and settles, and it could dramatically affect your account to potentially even losing your account. So it's a very risky thing to even hold positions. I don't recommend it overnight until you have enough buffer room. But to answer the question, Rocket, is you're responsible for your accounts. You got to know when the markets are open, and you got to be sure you manage your accounts properly. Next question. Can you read that, Elena?
Uh, Hi, Janice. It's from Janice. Is the edge enhancer for 15 days payout in LB bundle also valid for the first payout request?
Yep. You want to answer that?
Yes. So when you buy the edge enhancer for 15 days payout in LB bundle, this will be valid. Like you can request if you meet the required threshold balance, you can request on every 15 days. So it's not only the first payout request, it is on every request. Once you have the, like Chris mentioned in the investor account, the threshold balance, like for the 25K, you need to have 27,600. Well, minimum 26,600, but to request a payout 27,600 to, well, I think I confused now,
That's
Janice,
okay.
but
No, no, great. I see where you're going. So the answer is, and just to clarify, it's 15 trading days. Okay.
yeah, it's never.
So Janice, to answer your question is, the edge enhancer for 15 trading days is eligible, let's say on the bundle, after you qualify. So you have to qualify with the bundle first, then you become a performance account. In that performance account, you can request a payout every 15 trading days to the nearest Saturday, not just for the first, but for all of them. So, yes. So Janice, let us know if we answer your question correctly and if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Trade
hope
Life,
I
yeah.
confused.
Trade Life says I passed. Sorry, I have a 25K just passed today. I understood what I wanted to know. Okay, great to know, Trade Life. And so if you met the requirements today, then tomorrow, usually after 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. Central Time, you'll get an email saying that you qualified and you can proceed from there. So great job, Trade Life, and congrats on passing. Usama Abba says, "Hello, Chris. For the edge enhancers, can I buy all the offer in the same time, like minimum trading days and reduce PA fees?" Great question, Osama. And the answer is yes. In fact, you have to do it all at the same time. You can buy one or all or none, but it has to be done right after you purchase the account. So what happens is, let's say you're going to buy well, let me look at the sale here. So what is the sale? The current sale is 10 accounts per bundle. All bundles are 90% off. So that tells me that the 25K, 50K, 100, 150, 250, 300K bundles are on sale for 90% off. When I buy it, I'm going to get 10 accounts per bundle. Okay. And then now the second thing to know is that the edge enhancers, here's the edge enhancers available with the bundles. And so I got the 15 trading day edge enhancer. There I got the for let's see, buy the Eternal Edge enhancer now only for $1. Oh wow, $1. Okay, Didn't know that was for $1. Good. The edge enhancers for $1, 15 trading days. No minimum days to qualify for $1. The reduced PA fee from 250 to 119 for $1, and the reset. I don't recommend buying the reset. You can definitely do it. Nothing wrong with it. Don't really recommend it for the bundles, but you can save that to use it on another account. And so each of those are $1. So $1, $2, $3, $4. If you buy all, maybe you only want two, you buy the ones you two. So what happens is when you go and buy this account, you're first going to pay for it. I suggest you do it from your computer, not from your phone. And please be patient. So after you pay, if you're new, you're going to fill out some more additional information. If you've traded with Leeloo before, you already have an ID, log in. And after you log in, just complete the final steps, pay. And then after you pay, just wait a few seconds. A new window is going to pop up that's going to have those 4 options. And it's going to select maybe even 5 options. And it's going to select, hey, do you want to add an edge enhancer? You do a little check mark. Yes, 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 or yes and yes. And then maybe you say no, then you say no. But whatever you want, you click yes, and then you continue, then you make another payment. So you're going to have to make 2 transactions. And unfortunately, that's just the way the system is built. Trust me, I wish it was a little smoother and different. We hope to have some changes to that in the upcoming year. But for now, that's how it is. So you're going to have to make 2 transactions. Okay. So be very patient. Don't just go through the process and close your window, and then you'll be able to add your edge enhancers at that point. Okay.
Can I add something, Chris,
Sure.
to
Absolutely.
this?
Yep.
Also, I recommend to use to not use any Google Translate add-ons in different languages, because just use the Leeloo in English, because that can cause a bit also issue with the edge enhancer.
Good to know. Didn't know that. Thank you, Elena. So, hey, by the way, guys, if you can hit us a thumbs up on that, we only got 8, and we had like 20 something people watching, 30 people watching at one point. So please give the thumbs up. That means a lot. Let's see, where did we left off? Crystal says, thanks, Chris. You're welcome, Crystal. And thank you again. Vito says, did you guys change the minimum trading days required for keeping the lifetime activation fee? Great question. And the answer right now is no. So what Vito is talking about is when you buy the one-time payment, lifetime account, okay, there is some requirements that you need to meet to keep that account for the lifetime with no payment subscription fee. And so if you go to our knowledge base and you just type in, I don't know, one time maybe. Let's see. Oh, space. So one-time performance account management fee. Yeah, that's not one word. So if you type in one time, or you can put lifetime also, I guess. So lifetime right here. So one-time performance account fee management, lifestyle PA fee. If you go there and you read this, it will tell you exactly what the requirements are. And the biggest requirement is just be sure that you're trading at least 12 trading days per calendar month to keep that active. Okay. We did talk about potentially reducing that, but right now it's still 12 trading days. And so what that means is, let's say you have a performance account and you only trade it 5 days in the month. The following month, you're going to get an email from us telling you that you need to switch over from the one time to a monthly subscription. Okay. And then you'll be on a monthly subscription going forward. So please keep that in mind. But great question. So any other questions regarding that, please email support. We'll be happy to answer, go over that with you. Okay. So great question on that. And Vito, yeah, I'll promise to review that soon. So thank you for asking. Great question, guys. Really good questions. Really productive. So we went over how to log in. We went over the bundles. We went over the one-time fee and the monthly subscription. There's the monthly fee. We went over the Leeloo Express. We went over the Ignite. We went over the weekly account. We didn't dive too much into the LEs, but I didn't see any questions. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. We went over how to sign up. Also, let me show you guys this real quick. This is really cool. If you go to our support page, I think, or no, resources. If you go to resources and go to trader tutorials, here it could tell you how to literally sign up, how to register with RiceWorks, how to do all that, How does the trailing down work? This is all videos you can watch right here. And watch this is one of the best videos you need to watch. So if you don't know how this works, you need to watch that. Janice has a question, so let me see what Janice is saying here. Thanks, that answered my question. Great, you're welcome. However, one more question. If I understood you correctly, you mentioned that you can have a monthly PA fee of $80 for most accounts. What accounts are the exceptions? Yep, Janice, great question, and I'm glad you cut that on that, and that answers the LE question. So let's say that and I want to be sensitive how I say this because honestly, if it was me, this is where I would start. If I was starting training all over again and I'm learning, here's where I would start. Okay, I'm just going to be honest with you. So now, what would you say? Well, Chris, why would the CEO of the company tell me to buy their cheapest possible account they offer? Well, it's because trading is about how long can you survive, how long can you be able to trade before you run out of money. Okay. So if I'm learning anything, let's say I'm learning how to fly, okay, and I want to go fly an airplane, okay, well, I need to have a budget for that, right? And so, well, what do you have to budget? Well, I need to fly, let's say, 3 to 4 hours a week. So, and then I need to rent an airplane. Well, the airplane costs money. So it costs, let's say, just for easy conversation, $100 an hour. So I need to fly 4 hours a week. So that's $400 I need to spend to fly my airplane. So if somebody says, hey, Chris, instead of you spending $400 4 hours a week, you can train on a simulator for 2 hours and then fly a real plane for 2 hours. That's a real thing, by the way. So the simulator costs $20 an hour. So now I can fly for $200 a week on my real plane that I rent, and I spend only $40 on the simulator. Now it's $240. So now I've expanded the life of my ability to save and stay within my budget. So let's say my budget is $10,000. Okay. So now I can get a lot more practice in for a lot less money so I can master the skills of flying, right? That makes sense, right? That makes sense to everyone. Well, same thing here, okay? I know that unfortunately a lot of other companies and even people and maybe even people on YouTube and all this, TikTok and everything, they're trying to sell you some how do I say this? They're trying to sell you a dream that while it's very possible um and realistic in a way, it's not as easy as they make it sound to be. Okay. Trading futures is extremely risky. It's very difficult. It's very challenging. Okay. There's the human aspect of it, right? Elena, like the emotion
Yeah.
part, the like literally like
Ecology.
the
Yeah.
psychology of it, the emotions. Uh, then there's the actual trading part. Like, you could do everything right and the market decides to do what it wants to do, right? And so, why would you, if you're starting out, why would you go and pay higher price for something that there are other options? And let me introduce you to the LEs. Okay. So, for example, this LE here, the 25K, is $26 a month. Okay. This gives you the opportunity to qualify. If you qualify, instead of paying $88 a month, you can pay $44 a month. Okay. So now you just doubled your life as a trader to be able to practice on a performance account and grow that performance account. Now, the difference is, and if you click here where it says read more, you can actually go and read more about it here. So we never want to, we always want to be as upfront and clear as possible with all our traders. We don't want any surprises. So we always ask you, please, before you buy, read, okay? Read, 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 read. If you're on this account, do not pay the one-time PA fee. I don't care how much it is. $250, $119, don't pay it. You should be paying the $44 a month, okay? Why? Because there's a good chance that you're going to probably lose that account. So I'd rather you lose the $44 and blow the account and then have another chance to try it again, then spend 119 or 250. The one-time fee, in my opinion, is more for those traders that have proven that they can hold their accounts for multiple months. If you never held an account for multiple months, stick to the monthly, okay? Now, you may get mad and later say, oh man, I had my accounts for 3 months and I overpaid. That's a good news. That means you're improving. So next time, if you need a performance account, then do the one-time fee. But when you're starting out, stick to the monthly. All right, so the monthly is $44 a month on the performance account. And so here's the big difference, and I want to point this out. When you request a payout, let's say you request $1,000, okay? You're gonna, so you have to meet all the requirements, because you have to write account balance. You request $1,000, you're gonna get $500. So you get 50% of what you request, okay? Does that make sense? So, but you paid $26 a month and $44 a month for a performance account. So $500, if you meet that in the first requirement, in the first trial, 2 months in, you're already in the money. Okay. Now let's do the math. Let's use 2 months and 2 months. Okay. Let's say it takes you 2 months to qualify. And this is not working. There we go. Let's try that again. 2 months to qualify. Okay. That's $52. Elena, remember, $52. Okay.
Okay.
And then let's say that you get the money, $44 a month, and it takes you 2 months to, you know what? Let's say 3 months to get a payout. Okay. So 3 months plus 52, correct, Elena?
Correct.
That's 184. All right. So you have invested $184. And if your first payout, you can request 5,000, and then you get 500. You're in the money at 316. Now, if you're learning and if you're new, what other place gives you that opportunity? Now, I know what you're going to be saying. I know what you're thinking. Oh, that's nothing. Well, shoot, I want $300. Give me $300. So if you're thinking that's not a lot of money, you're comparing yourself to other people and to other situations. Okay. It's like if I'm flying a little airplane because I'm learning how to fly. Okay. So give me a second here. All right. Let's see here. Okay. So this is funny, but I'm going to do it. If you are flying this right here, this is the Cessna 172. All right. If you're flying this and you're like, oh man, I want to be in a jet up there and go faster and all that, you're comparing this, you're learning how to fly. You should not be on a jet. You're learning how to fly. You're spending, like I said, up $100 an hour. You're not spending $1,500 an hour. Okay. On a big jet, you're spending $2,000-$3,000 an hour on fuel alone. Okay. So this baby right here can take you from my house to Miami for total maybe $1,200. Where if I get a jet, it's going to cost me $150,000. Okay. So don't compare yourself to others. Don't compare yourself to stories you read on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all those places. You got to do what's right for you and based on your budget and your level of trading. So this is a phenomenal way. And by the way, even if it takes you, again, 26 times 5. Sorry, where's the time? Where's my time? Times 5. Okay. 5 months of trading, $130. 5 months of learning, of trying new strategies. So now that's all scalable. what I suggest is get a couple payouts from here. Once you've proven yourself, okay, then maybe you want to go to some other accounts, and maybe you want to go into bigger accounts, and that's fine. But if you can't even do it here, why are you trying on something else? So I know it seems very unpopular, and probably no one else will ever tell you that, but I'm telling you that. Any thoughts on that, Elena?
Yeah, definitely interesting how you explained with the plane. Well, makes sense. That helps a lot to put in perspective.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's funny. I read this today somewhere. I saw it like on YouTube somewhere. I don't know where, but it was so funny. Yeah, I died laughing. Like I sent it to my friend. It was so funny. People will work for an hour. You know, some people get paid per hourly.
Mhm.
And in fact, no matter how much you get paid, you can always, if you get salary, you can still divide it and calculate how much that is hourly. But some people will work hourly for, let's say, $20 an hour. Okay. But they can be in a trade and in 5 minutes make $20 and they still don't take the profit. And they're like, I
Yeah,
thought that was
it
kind of
is
funny.
mind blowing.
And so they're like, you know, and I'm just picking on $20. It could be whatever number, but it's like we
Yeah,
always want to make more money faster, easier trading. And we lose the value of money,
yeah.
in my
We
opinion.
lose ourselves while trading. We don't see I think it's maybe because of comparing, like you said, we compare, we see social media, and then we forget about the realistic picture.
Yep. Yep, for sure. Um so Janice, let me know if we answer your question, and let me know if you have any other questions after that. And Vito, last cue here. Our affiliate code's coming back anytime soon. Yeah, Vito, please email our support team, support@leelootrend.com. Let us know who your email that is linked to your affiliate, and we'll give you a code, okay? And that's true for anyone here. If you know anyone that wants to join Leeloo, you want to share a code, email our support. And in fact, Elena is going to help you. She's going to give you your own code, and she will email you every time we have a sale with your new code to share with your friends or family and your community. Anything else you need from that, Atlanta?
Yeah, that's about it. What you said, they just need to email us about it, and we gladly are sending with each sale different affiliate code
Awesome.
to share. Yeah,
All right. And guys, if you have any questions, go to support. On support, go to knowledge base, and here you can look up any information, anything we didn't cover, or just email us support@leadertrend.com. We'll be happy to help you. All right, last round of questions. Any other last question before we go?
okay, there is still one from Vito. He says, because I used to get them on my email, but not anymore somehow. Yeah,
Yep,
just
yep. We just told them what to do. So Vito, do that, please. All right, one more minute, and we'll do last call here. Last call. All right. Last call. Any other questions? Really appreciate you guys. Thanks for hitting likes. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us today.
yeah, really good questions.
Yeah, very good questions. All right. Don't see any other questions coming up. So, really appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Hopefully, this video helps. If you know anybody who's new to Leeloo, please share this link with them, because we just went over a lot of great questions that I think can help anybody else at any level. All right, guys.
Yep.
Well, we're
Thank
out.
you.
Thanks so much. Have a great day.